Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our maths class. And before starting our class, I would like to just brief you about the last class and something what I had instructed you. I told you in the last class that whatever I am writing here, that should be written as a classwork, and whatever homework I am giving, so it should be written as a homework. Sometimes it happens students are just taking its wrong meaning and they are just making one classwork copy and one homework copy. I want to make it very clear. It's not required. No need to make one classwork and one homework copy. Only one copy is enough. In the same copy you have to write the chapter number, chapter name, and then after whatever I am doing here in the class you can write as a classwork, and then after whatever homework I am giving, it should be written as a homework. The first thing. Second thing, in last class also I told you that it's not possible to repeat all these things again in the class. Okay, maybe if we'll have some time before examination, we can do revision, but not a proper, that's teaching and revision, that these are the different thing I told you in last period also. So again same thing I am repeating. And the second thing, that's in last 3 period you must have seen I was running little bit slow. The reason is there since you had come from class year to 9, then maximum things are new for you, or the level of the questions are little bit higher than the class year. So all these things are there, but I think all of you must have adjust yourself according to the new class, according to the new syllabus and all these things. So we can not very fast, but we can run little bit fast. Otherwise we will face problem to complete our course within time. That is the first thing. Second thing, again I am repeating myself, and it is my request to all of you, please do all these given homework day by day. Don't keep it like that, the pending, when sir will ask the copy then I will complete. It's not like that. It's not possible to complete all these things in 1 day or 2 days. Whatever we are teaching in different weeks or many weeks I can say. So please start it. And now move to our topic. As last class we have discussed about the use of the identities and application of the identities, how we can use this identity to find the different value if something has been given. And in this series, if you are remembering, in the last moment of the class I told you ki we had discussed about the a plus b the whole square, we had discussed about the a plus b the whole cube. Somewhere the value of x plus 1 upon x has given, we had got x square plus 1 upon x square, we had got x cube plus 1 upon x cube, and we had got x to the power 4 plus 1 upon x to the power 4 also. Now the remaining part of this exercise, and only few questions are there. But before that, as I told you or try to give one concept ki a plus b the whole square can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab, and that identity was divided in 3 parts. It's by me. I told you ki it can be divided 3 parts, and out of these 3 any 2 will be given and third you have to find. Now in the same way, suppose that all of you concentrate here please, and I'm writing one identity for you. If suppose that you have written somewhere a plus b plus c the whole square, yeah, it can be written as a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 ab plus bc and plus ca. Now again, for few seconds you can concentrate here. I can divide our identities in 3 parts or not. I have just underlined it by the different color to just know what I want to say. A plus b plus c is the one. Another one is a square plus b square plus c square, and the last one is ab bc ca. If out of these 3 any 2 will be given, third one we can find by using these identities or not. Remaining questions are like that only. Remaining questions I am going to do question number 31, 32, 33, even 34 also. All these questions are like that. All these questions are like that, where the value of a plus b plus c, means out of these three, two has been given and third one we have to find. So I am going to do question number 31 and 34, because in 34 some negative sign is there, and 32, 33 will be the homework for you. So I am writing here question number 31, and you can see what you have to do. Please concentrate here. Question number 31. In 31 easily you can see it's written, if a plus b plus c is equal to 12 has been given, and another one has given ab bc plus ca is equal to 22, and we have to find what we have to find. We have to find a square plus b square plus c square. My dear students, just think about the above identities. As I told you, out of these three, two will be given and third one you have to find. So apply it and you can see. When you will solve the question, first of all, what should I write? That in a solution, since we are having identities like that, a plus b plus c, the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus bc and plus ca. Now you can see value of a plus b plus c has been given as the 12. It can be written as 12 square. And now a square plus b square we have to find. No need to do anything here. It can be written as like that only, a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 into the value of AB plus BC plus CA has been given as 22. Yeah. Now, I think 12 square will be 144. Now, A square plus B square plus C square, and that can be written as again 44. So, to find the A square plus B square, what can I write here? A square plus b square plus c square is equal to 144 minus 44, and that is 100. So this is the value of a square plus b square plus c square. And same as we are having question number 32, 33 and 34 also, but I would like to solve one more question 34 also, because one difference is here, that is plus and minus. In 34 actually we are having the value of a plus b minus c, not plus c, a plus b minus c, and then after a square plus b square plus c square we are having, and we have to find ab minus bc minus ca. Now if you are taking all these things seriously, and if you remembered me, and if you are just watching all these videos properly, you must have remembered in very first video we had discussed about a plus b plus c the whole square, and that time only I told you if we are having a minus b minus c the whole square, what will happen? If I am having a plus b minus c the whole square, what will happen? All these things are discussed previously, but again I am just going to tell you. If suppose that I am talking about the question number 34, what is given I am writing here, and then what I have to find, I am just going to find it. A plus b minus c is equal to 5 as given, and then after a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 29 as given, and then after I have to find AB minus BC and minus CA. This one we have to find. My dear students, if you are listening all these things very carefully in last period only, I solved one question where x plus 1 upon x has been given, and we have to find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square, or a plus b and a into b has been given, we have to find a square plus b square. Like that question we have done, and two methods I told you. One I told you that's by using identities, and second one I told you we can do squaring both sides. One thing I would like to tell you again, as I have done this question, I had used identities here. You can see I had used identities. side by side, if you don't want to use this identities directly, you can do one more thing, and that thing is there. I can write that it is given a plus b plus c the whole square, and here only we can write squaring both sides. Yeah, and same thing we will do. Now I am going to do the same thing in question number 24. You can see here I am going to write, since in solution we will write a solution of this question. Since it is given there a plus b minus c is equal to 5. Now tell me, I can write here squaring both sides of this one or not? Squaring both sides. And when we will do this work, when we will do the squaring both sides, what will happen? I am writing here, and you please see carefully. As you have got here a plus b minus c, it can be written as whole square and plus 5 square. Now, here I told you we can apply a square plus b square plus c square at the place of b if I am having minus b, or at the place of c if I am having minus c. What will happen? Nothing. At the place, just I am writing one more line, and it will be easy for you. What I am thinking, a plus b plus minus c the whole square is equal to 25. It can be written as 25. The square of 5 is 25. Now tell me, here I can apply the formula or not? It is a square b square plus minus c square plus 2 times, yeah, ab plus b into minus c and plus minus c into a, that is equal to 25. Now I am writing one more line, and then you will get your result. It can be written as a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 times inside the bracket ab minus bc minus ca is equal to 25. The value of a square plus b square plus c square has been given as a 29, and you can write here 29 plus 2 times ab minus bc minus ca is equal to 25, and it is our requirement. It has to be fine. So what can I do? 29 can be transposed in this side. 29 can be transposed in this side. 2ab minus bc minus ca is equal to 25 minus 29. So 2ab minus bc minus ca is equal to minus 4, and then I can find the value of AB minus BC minus CA is equal to minus 4 upon 2. It is AB minus BC minus CA is equal to minus 2. This is the solution of the question number 24. And then after, 34. Then after, I am having 3 more questions, and again they are depending on that only. Now you can see I am writing in front of you, the value of A minus B has been given. The value of a square plus b square has been given, and we have to find a cube minus b cube. When we will write the formula of a cube minus b cube, definitely you must have remember, first bracket will be a minus b, that's why we are having. Second bracket will be a square plus b square plus ab. So a square plus b square we are having, but ab we are not having. It means what? First we have to find a into b. And how can we find a into b? Let me see. Now, so please, you can see all these things. That is classwork for you. And now I am going to do question number 35. In question number 35, easily you can see, as I told you, a minus b, a square plus b square has been given. A minus b, a square plus b square has been given, and then we have to find the value of a cube minus b cube. So one thing I am writing here, what I has given and what is the requirement. Now you can see question number 35 here. If a minus b is equal to 7 has been given, and side by side one more thing has given, a square plus b square is equal to 85. I have to find what? Or you have to find what? You have to find a cube minus BQ. Listen me carefully what I want to tell you. I think when just in a rough I am writing to teach to tell you what I want to find. You must have remember when we wrote AQ minus BQ, it was written as A minus B, A square plus B square plus AB. Now see this identities carefully. This one has been given. This one has been given. We are facing problem because of A into B. Now, it means what? If first of all, I have to concentrate about A into B. If I find the value of A into B, and then after we can substitute all these things here and we can find our result. Even if we are using the cubing both side of this one, A minus B is equal to 7. Some questions I have done previously. That time also A into B will be required. A into B will be required. So what I am going to do, listen me, in solution, since I am having A minus B is equal to 7. And to find A into B, what I am going to do, here I am writing squaring both sides. When I will do it, A minus B the whole square is equal to 7 square. It is A square plus B square minus 2AB is equal to 49 I can write. Now see, the value of A square plus B square has been given as what? 85 minus 2AB is equal to 49. When I transpose this one in this side, minus 2AB is equal to 49 minus 85. 49 minus 85. So minus 2AB is equal to 15 minus 9 will be how much? 6, and this one 3 minus 3. So value of AB will be how much? 18. I have got it. Now I am moving to our question. Our question was there to find the value of what? AQ minus BQ. What should I write? Since I am having formula AQ minus BQ can be written as A minus B, A square plus B square plus AB. Now see carefully. Value of A minus B I am having as 7. Value of A square plus B square I am having as 85, and value of AB I am having as 18. When I'll add all, 8 plus 5 will be 13, and 8 plus 1 will be 9, 9 plus 1 will be 10. So it is 721. The result will be 721. Now, two more questions are there, and these questions are really very easy, but thing is that it is given in the form of I think as a word problem it is given, I can say. So just I want to explain it, okay, what is the question, and then after if it is required I will do one question out of these two, but both I am reading here in front of you. The first one is given, if the number x, one number is x, is 3 less than the number y. The relation between x and y has been given. X is what? 3 less than the y. It means I can write x is equal to y minus 3. Are you getting me? And then after what I has given, and the sum of their squares of x and y means x square plus y square has been given as a 29. So we have to find the product of x and y. Listen me carefully. In this question also A minus B was given, A square plus B square was given, and we had got the value of A into B. Here also the sum of the square means x square plus y square has given, and one more relation has given ki x is 3 less than y. X is 3 less than y means what? X is equal to what I can write? Y minus 3. X is 3 less than y. X is equal to y minus 3, then x minus y again we can get. So you can see the value of x minus y means A minus B has given, A square plus B square has given, and A into B we have to find. I think you can find. Okay. Now second one again has given, if the sum and product of the two number has been given as a 8 and 15, find the sum of their cube. Now this one I want to do here. I'm not going to do because it is very difficult. It is again easy, but one I want to do. Question number 37, you can see it's written the sum and product of the two number has been given as 8 and 15 respectively. Respectively means the sum is 8 and product is 15. What can I write? Let the required numbers are x and y. Are given numbers are x and y. What can I write? Listen to me. X plus y is equal to 8 has given, and x into y is given how much? 15. And we have to find what we have to find. To find x cube minus y cube. It's written find the sum of their cube. Sorry, x cube plus y cube here. Find the sum of their cube. Now, again you can see. Again, I think if I'll apply here from the first one, I'm writing the solution. In solution, that's already we have started solution from here. I can write here cubing 1 both sides. Now it can be written as x plus y the whole cube is equal to 8 cube r naught. And why I have done this one? You can see the formula was there, that is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy x plus y is equal to the cube of 8 is 512. Yeah, 512. Now this one is our requirement. X into y we are having, x plus y we are having. We can substitute these values are not. 3 into the value of x into y is 15. The value of x plus y is 8, and that is equal to 512. Now x cube plus y cube is equal to 360 is equal to 512. So x cube plus y cube is equal to 512 minus 360. It is 2, 5, and then 1. I think 1. Yeah. 2 minus 0 is 2. 11 minus 6 is 5. 4 minus 3 is 1. This is the result. Now, so we had completed our first chapter, and some questions are there. I am just going to write these questions here as a homework for this chapter, and then after I am going to start a new topic, and this topic is I can say it is factorization. So these questions you can write 32. Question number 32, it's a plus b plus c is equal to 12, and a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 100 has given, and we have to find AB plus BC and plus CA. Question number 33 is there. A square plus B square plus C square is equal to 125, and AB plus BC plus CA is equal to 50 has given, and we have to find A plus B plus C. That's one. And the one more question is 36. It is a word problem. As I told you, it's written if x is 3 less than the y. One equation we will get from here, and it's written if the sum of the square of x and y means x square plus y square has been given 29, and we have to find the product of x y means x into y. So it has been completed. Now, without wasting our time, I am going to start a new topic, and that topic is factorization. So first of all, I would like to tell you what is the factorization, and again, please just remember it. Last year we had learned about the factorization in third semester when we learned algebra. When we learned algebra, that time factorization was there, and first 4 exercise of class 9, first 4 exercise, not 1 or 2, first 4 exercise we had learned already. The concept of these exercise we had learned already, but maybe the level of the question will be little bit high. I think first 2 exercise we will not get any question which is very high level, but in third exercise and fourth exercise we can get some questions. We can get already, we have done question depend on this topic previously, but now again we are going to repeat the same topic, but the level of questions will be little bit up. Now, so before starting the factorization, again I would like to tell you what is the actual meaning of the factorization, why it is called the factorization. Actually, whenever any algebraic expression is given in the form of plus minus r square r cube, and if we will write the same algebraic expression in form of the product of 2 or more than 2, not only 2 or more than 2 algebraic expression, product of 2 and more than 2 algebraic expressions, then it is called the factor form of the given algebraic expression. For examples, I am taking one examples, and please listen me carefully. Why I am taking this example? It is not new for you. We had learned it in previous topic. You must have remember, I am just writing this formula by another color. You must have remember it was given a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. It was learned by you, and we have done questions also. Now, what I am telling you, if suppose that this one has been given a square minus b square, and our question is there to factorize it. So when we will write it in the form of a plus b into a minus b, now tell me, one algebraic expression has been written in the form of the product of 2 algebraic expressions. So that a plus b is the factor of this one, a minus b is the factor of this one. It means what? A plus b into a minus b is the factorized form of a square minus b square. In the same way, let me just start from the starting point. Actually, this is the third exercise. In your book, it's given a square minus b square has been given, and it will come in third exercise. But before third, what we have to do? In class 8th, you must have remembered, we discussed about that's taking common, and it was taught by we people in last year that if some algebraic expression has been given, so first we will try to see that something is common in constant or not. Constant means the coefficient here, I am talking about the coefficient. So we are finding the highest common factor and taking it outside, and then after we are moving about the a, b and algebraic portion, means the variables, and we are taking this variable outside if it is common then only. And when we are taking it common outside, so whatever we are just getting as a remainder, I can say one word I can use, quotient. Why I am using quotient, that's I'll tell you. Whatever quotient we will get, it can be written inside the bracket. While taking common. Just keep in your mind, I had used one word, quotient. Why quotient word has come? Because many students can answer, we are talking about the factorization from where quotient has come. We are not talking about the division of algebraic expression or numeric number. Then quotient from where it has come. I am telling you from where it has come. And why I had used this word? Because many students are facing problem in taking common also. So if I'll use this word, that dividing this one by this, and whatever quotient will come, we have to write here. It will be a little bit easy for you. So please concentrate here, and just I am trying to tell you about the factorization. The first exercise I am going to tell you, and before just solving the question of exercise, I want to just give some more example from my side. What is the actual meaning of the factorization? Why I called it factorization? How can we get some question and how can we call it? Yes, it is factorized. So as I told you in starting only, first two exercises are there. It can be factorized with the help of taking common things. In first exercise, simple things are there. In second exercise, again we will do the same thing, but it will be like that. We will take a common by forming a group. We will form a group of the given algebraic expression, and then after we will take a common. Let me solve some question from the first exercise, then we are moving to the second exercise, because these things are easy and we have learned already. So all of you can see very first question I am writing here, that is the first question of 4.1, and it is 8xy cube plus 12x square y square. What I told you when I was giving lecture, I told you that first we will think about the coefficient. What is the highest common factor of 8 and 12? Definitely 4. Definitely 4. So I should write here 4. Then after we will think about the algebraic one, x and x square. Definitely the common factor HCF of x and x square will be x. And then y square and y cube is there, so it will be y square. Yeah? Now, climax is over and you can move to the main part. I use one word, that quotient. What is the quotient? I told you the quotient will be written inside the bracket. What is the quotient? Actually, the main thing is there after just finding what is common in these two terms. Maybe there are 3 terms, maybe there are 4 terms, and maybe that 4 terms can be divided into group of 2 terms, and that will come in second exercise. In first exercise you can see. So here we had got what is the common, and now after taking common, what should I write inside the bracket? See that 8xy cube has to be divided by 4xy square. Just listen me carefully what I said just now. I said the first term will be divided by 4xy square, and whatever quotient will come, we will write here. You must have got what I want to write. Then second term will be 4 is also there, no? So it will be 2y. Now second term will be also divided by this one. So 4 into 3 is 12. So 3. X will divide the x square. We will get x, and y square will divide the y square, will be 1. So this will be the factorized form of this. Now you see, as I just use one word in the starting of this chapter, that if one algebraic expression will be written as the product of 2 or more than 2. Now you can see this one bracket is 1 terms, I can assume. This one, all are separate terms, and it is written in the form of the product only. That's why they are called the factorized form. I can easily say 4 is the factor of this one, x is the factor of this one, y square is the factor of this one, 2y plus 3x is also factor of this. These things I can say. I think you must have got, and you must have remember also what you have learned in class here. Now move to the some more question, and as I told you, these things are easy, so we need not to give so much time on that. One more question I am just going to do, which are given on the 2 terms. That fourth second term you can see, fourth second part, that was the question number first part. It is fourth second part, you can see, and it's written 28 p square q square r minus 42 p q square r square. Again I am going to do the same thing. First of all, I will think about the quotient. One is the 28 and one is the 42. What is the highest common factor of 28 and 42? I think 14. We will write here 14. Then after p square and p is there. That's a smaller one. That's least power we used to take. So I will take p. q square and q square, I can take q square, and then r and r square, I will take r. Now again same work I am going to do. As I told you to write inside the bracket, I should divide by 14pq square r this one. When I will divide, definitely 28 will be divided by 14, it will be 2. P square will be divided by p, it is p. Q square will be divided by q square, 1. R will be divided by r. No need to write anything more. Now here I can write 3, and then after p already I have taken out, q square already I have taken out, means when I will divide by this one here, p cancel, q square cancel, r square will be divided by r, so I will have now r. Now tell me, this one is the quotient or not? So don't be confused why sir has used that one word quotient. Quotient word will be used. Actually sometime we are getting some students of last year, I think they couldn't concentrate properly, that's why they are facing problem even in taking common also. So for those students I have done this work, otherwise the remaining can do easily. Now I am taking some questions where 3 terms has been given. I am taking some questions where 3 or 4 terms has been given, and then I want to tell you what will happen. Now 3 terms, you can see question number 5 and 6 are there. I am just taking question number 6 first part, and again I am repeating myself, these things are very easy. We have done already in class here, it's not new for you, so I don't think it is very difficult to do the question here. Easily we can do all these things. Okay, now question number 6 first part, you can see it's written 18 p square q square minus 24 p q square plus 30 p square q. Now there are 3 terms. Whatever work we have done for the 2 terms, the same work we will do for 3 terms also. And again, first of all, we will think about the numeric number. Now see, 18 is there, 24 is there, and 30 is there. I think 6 is the highest common factor. I am not having any number which is more than 6 and which will divide 18, 24 and 30. I think 6 is there. So I can take 6 common here, and then after we will think about the PQ. P square, P and P square. I will take P only, not P square, because when I will take P square here, I am not having P square. Then after Q square, Q square, Q, I will take only Q common. And same thing what I told you, again I am going to apply that first one will be divided by 6 PQ, so 6 into 3 and it is PQ. This one will be divided by then minus 4Q. This one will be divided by then 5P. Over. What have to do? Nothing. So this is just a revision for you. You are not learning new thing. It is just a revision. I told you, these things, first 4 exercise already you have learned. But thing is that I am giving time. Maybe we will get some extra questions, some different type of the question. I am just going to do one more question where little bit things are there. You have to think about it. 9th second part you can see. 9th second part. 9th and remaining you have to do, please. I know very well that only 4 questions I am doing and I have done here, and remaining I am just going to give you for homework because it is easy. Simply I am telling you, one line questions are there and we have done already once. Even then, if there is any problem in any part of any question, you can just tick here, and when we will meet and then definitely we will discuss about it. Don't worry. So it's written again, it is little bit different. I am telling you why it is different. X square, y square minus z square. Then after plus y minus x square minus y square plus z square. Then after minus z, and I am having now x square plus y square minus z square. What is the problem here? Why I told you it is little bit different? I am having again, you can see that one term, second term and third term. From these third term, if I'll take something common, and it can be written outside the bracket, and that's divided by this one, and this one, divided by this thing, all these three terms separately, and whatever quotient will come, we'll write inside the bracket. It will be factorized, but problem is there. What is the problem? You can see x square plus y square minus z square I am having here. X square plus y square minus z square I am having here. This thing is common in these two terms. But in second term, we are not having exactly x square plus y square minus z square. Something plus minus just changing is there. What should I do? I will try to first of all convert that middle term in the form of this and this. Are these two terms in the form of the middle one? It is up to we people what we want. So what I am going to do, I am just going to take a minus common from this bracket, and then after this one will be in the form of x square plus y square minus z square. What will happen? You can see x square plus y square minus z square. By taking minus common, that minus will come outside and it will be minus. This will be plus, this will be plus, and this will be minus. So it is x square plus y square minus z square minus z, x square plus y square minus z square. Now see, in all these three terms the brackets are same. In all these three terms, whatever written inside the brackets, they are same, and if they are same, we can take it out common. If I will take it common, what will happen? X square plus y square minus z square I have taken common, and as I told you, whatever I am taking common, by this it will be working as a divisor, and by this we will divide this one and this one separately, and whatever quotient will come, we can write inside the bracket. When I divide the first term, I'll get x only. When I divide second term, I'll get minus y, and here minus z. That can be written as the answer of this question. That is the answer of this question. It's not very difficult for you, and we have learned already all these things. Remaining are easy, I think. If one more questions I am doing, because maybe you can say, sir, all these things are easy, but even then you have not done all these questions. So one more question, you can see question number 8 is there. In question number 8, it's written 6 x plus 2y the whole cube plus 8 x plus 2y the whole square. Yeah. Now again same thing. Just think about that x plus 2y is as a. So I can say 6a cube and 8a square. First of all, we will think about the 6 and 8. I can take 2 is the highest common factor, and then the least power is what? X plus 2y the whole square, and then inside the bracket again whatever I told you, divide it. Now divide it. When I will divide it, it's 3x plus 2y we will get, and plus 4i. That will be the answer. I can write one more line, 2x plus 2y, and then it can be 3x plus 6y plus 4. That is the simplest form of this. That first exercise has been completed. Now I am moving to the second exercise, and again it's not a very new things for you. You have learned already, but since it is in our syllabus, we have to discuss about it. Now factorization or factorizing of a given algebraic expression by making a group. What is the meaning of making a group? Actually, till now we must have seen only 2 terms and 3 terms has been given, and we have just find out that common things from these 2 terms are 3 terms. Maybe there are 4 terms, maybe there are 6 terms, and then what we have to do, and directly we are not getting anything common from all these. So if directly we are not getting anything common from this, so we are trying to form a group 2 or more than 2 groups. It's not necessary only 2 groups. If there are 6 terms, maybe we are forming 3 groups. If there are 8 terms, we are forming I can say 4 groups. So it depends on the question. So, and one more thing, if one person is having 8 terms and we are just forming 4 groups, it can be done by making a 2 group also. It can be done by making a 2 group also. Same way, if there are 6 terms and we are just two terms we are taking together, we are forming 3 group. It can be done like that, keep taking 3 terms together and make a 2 group. So there are 2 things. The first one to form the group, and then after we will take a common, and after taking common we will see actually 2 times that whatever we are taking common, it's not a one time. Same process we have to apply 2 steps, and then we will get something. Let me do one question depend on that, and then hope you can get all these things easily. Now you can see that question number first part, first one, second part you can see. Let me just remove this one, then I will start from here, so it will be clearly visible for you. Now see, question number first, second part. What is there? And then after, with the help of this question only, with the help of these questions, I would like to just explain all these things. What is the actual meaning of making the group and everything. So please listen me carefully and try to get the point of this question. Y square minus y into z minus 5y plus 5z. This one has been given. Now see carefully, is there any terms which is common in all these 4 terms? No. There is no any terms which is common in all these 4 terms. If there is no any things like that, then what should I do? Now we will try to form a group. How can we form the group? First we will find out, is there anything which is common in 2 terms? You can see, I'm just again going to use another color marker for you people to underline it. This one and this one. In first 2 terms you can see y is common, and in last 2 terms you can see 5 is common. Listen me carefully what I want to tell you. In first 2 terms y is common, and in last 2 terms you can see 5 is common. And one thing, suppose that I had formed the group, and after that whatever common is there, I am taking these things common. So after taking common, whatever we are going to get inside the bracket, it should be same in both group. Are you getting me? It should be same in both group. If it is not same, so our work will be useless, because when it will be same, then only we can just follow the next. I told you that 2 steps will be there. So next step, and in the next step this common things will be taken out common. Let me tell you how. If I take y common from here inside the bracket, y minus z I can write or not? Yeah. If I take minus 5, I told you minus 5, not plus 5. So definitely their sign will change and it is y minus z. Now see, these 2 brackets are same or not? These 2 brackets are same or not? If they are not same, then it means we have done some mistake there. So our first thing is there, first we will form the group, and from the group if we are taking something common, so after taking common, whatever inside the bracket we are getting, it should be same. And why it should be same? Because now that's first I have formed the group, and now from the group I am going to take something common. From these 2 groups you can see y minus z is common or not, and if it is common, it can be written as y minus 5. When this group will be divided by y minus z, I will get y here, and when this group will be divided by y minus z, I will get 5 here. Now it is factorized form of that first second part. You must have got what I want to tell you. You must have got. Now I am going to take another question. Okay, it will be a little bit helpful for you. Now, It's written 5 p square minus 8 p cube minus 10 p plus 16 p. Sorry, 16 q. Listen me, there are many ways to do it. One to directly I can form group this one and this one, whatever common is there we can take it out common, and then we will see if inside the bracket same things are there, we can take it again common. Another way is that we can do some adjustment also. What type of adjustment? I can take this one here, yeah, and this one here. And when I will take a 5p common, so p minus 2 will be there in this, inside the bracket. And then after we will take these two together. So that adjustments can be there. I don't think here it is necessary to do adjustment. Directly I am doing, if I am taking 5 is not common in this, what should I do? I can take p common. I can take p common. When I will take p common, I will have 5p minus 8q as a result. As a result. Now, when I take minus 2 common, so it is 5p minus 8q. Now see, both brackets are same or not. It means if first I had formed these two groups, and from the group something was common and I have taken it, and then after from these two groups these brackets are same and it is common, and we can take it outside. So I can write here 5p minus 8q inside the bracket p minus 2. This is, you can see easily. And if there is any doubt, you can ask, I'll tell you. Okay, now another things you can see, I'm going to do some more question here, and okay, it will be little bit helpful for you. You can see question number 5th second part. Directly we are not having 4 terms here. I have to convert it in this form. Question number 5th second term, and it is written there a minus 2b minus c plus 2bc c. Now though I am not having terms like that where we can form the group, it's not possible. What should I do? First of all, I will simplify here. I can write it a square minus 2ab minus ac and plus 2bc. And then after we can form the group, this one together and this one together. From the first group you can see, if I take a common, a minus 2b will be there inside the bracket or not. And if I take minus c common in second group, I'll have again a minus 2b. And when I take a minus 2b common from these two terms, these two groups, first and second, if I take a minus 2b common, we will have now a minus c. This is the factorized form of the 5th second part. Like that only question number 6 is there, and 6th first part I am doing, second will be homework for you, and I hope the maximum students have got the books and copies. So please, now it's not possible to write all these questions as a homework here. Whatever questions are remaining, these questions are homework for you and you have to do. If because of some reasons you couldn't get your book and copy, so please you can contact with your friend, those who had got the book, and ask them to send you that pick of this exercise, so you can do this homework properly. You are getting 3 days and 4 days between 2 periods of the same subject, so you are getting sufficient time to do the homework. So manage your time properly and plan something, some timetable you can make for your self study, and you can do it, all these things. Now question number 6, the first part, you can see that first part is there. It is x square plus xy 1 plus y plus y2. Now Again you can see we are not having four terms directly, it's not visible four terms, and from these four terms we can form the group. So what should I do? First of all, I'll simplify this one. Different type of questions I am doing for you people only to get a help when you will solve the remaining question of this exercise. Now you can see there are four terms, and from these four terms again we can form the group. When I will form group, this one and this one will come together, and you can see from first group x is common, inside the bracket x plus y will come, and in second group y square is common, again x plus y will come, and if I'll take a common x plus y from here inside the bracket, see that first group is there. When it will divided by x plus y, only x will be here. When this one will divided by x plus y, only y will be here. Are you getting? Any problem is there? And if there is no any problem, we can move for the next one, and many more questions are there depend on this till the question number 7, like that questions are there. Question number 9 is little bit different. Question number 9 you can see, and then after 10 easily you can do. Question number 9 you can see 9. First and second both parts are there. I am doing both part. Okay, then it will be helpful for you to do the remaining question. It's written AB x square plus y square. Then after minus xy a square plus b square. You can see carefully, we are having not two terms, two group we are having. Already group are there. But unfortunately in these two group, whatever given inside the bracket, they are not same. And if they are not same, so definitely we will have a problem to take a common. So what I am going to do, first of all I am going to simplify it, and after simplification you can see x square aby square minus xy a square minus xy b square. Yeah. Now we are having four terms, and from these four terms we can form the group. If I will take this one and this one together and these two together, listen me what I want to write here. AB x square minus xy a square minus xy b square, and this one I am going to write here aby square. And now I am going to take common from the first group and second group. First group you can see properly. From the first group, if I will take a common, if I will take x common, I think only this a and x are common. Nothing is there after that. So what we will get? Bx minus ay, I should get inside the bracket or not. Okay, you are getting the points. And now minus, listen me, if I take y and b common from there, b y with negative sign I have taken common. While taking its common with negative sign, see by, this will be divided by by, so definitely bx will be there, and minus also taken to plus bx will be there, and because of this minus sign it will be negative, and I have taken by, so ay will be here. Now you can see again we are in the question, starting of the question also there are two group. Again I am having two group, but in these two group both brackets are same, and if these brackets are same, easily I can take bx minus ay and ax minus by. How it has come? Let me tell you again. I have taken bx minus ay and bx minus ay as a common. When I take common, and this one will be divided by bx minus ay, ax I will. When this one will be divided by bx minus ay, by. And this will be your result. This will be your result. I think I told you question number 9 second part also I will do. And then after two, all these questions are easy, I think. So 9th second part I want to do what I has given. and please see carefully. Ninth second part. Question number 9, second part is there, and listen me. It's written ax plus by, ax plus by the whole square plus bx minus ay the whole square, bx minus ay the whole square. Now you can see in these two terms we are not getting anything common. So what should I do? First of all, I will try to simplify. I can apply here a plus b the whole square. I can apply here a minus b the whole square. And when I will apply this formula, it can be written as a square x square b square y square plus 2abxy. Yeah. And when I use here, it will be b square x square plus a square y square minus 2abxy. This one and this one can be cancelled. Very simply I am telling you. These two terms can be cancelled. And if it is cancelled, and then one more thing, one more adjustment as I have done that, I have changed the place of the terms. Here also I am going to do x square and x square will come together. I am writing here a square x square plus b square x square, then here a square y square, and this one will come here b square y square, and make a group like that. From the first group you can see x square is common or not. If I take x square common here, a square plus b square will be there. If I take y square common here, a square plus b square will be there. And then a square b square will be common, and we will have now x square plus y square. How it has come? First group will divided by a square plus b square, we will have x square. Second group will divided by a square plus b square, we will have now y square. So this is the result. And now today we had tried to complete 4.1 and 4.2. Still in 4.2 3 more questions are there, but questions are not very difficult. What I am thinking you can do, and in the next class I'll try to do one more question from this exercise. Then after, listen me carefully, then after in next exercise terms also I will try to cover 2 exercises, because the first in these 2 exercises, the one is depend on a square minus b square, already we have learned, but the question level will be changed. You must have remember, and why I am telling this one, because if you will get a time before Monday, so please revise the class earth 1. We had learned one topic, that factorization with the help of splitting the mid-term. In your book it was written there, the factorization of trinomial ax square plus bx plus c, and we were just done like that. We split the middle term with the help of positive and negative sign, and then after we are forming 2 group and taking common. So these things we will discuss, don't worry. But if you will get a time, so please go through it. If you will go through it earlier, so it will be easy to get the points, what I am thinking. So before going to the class, if we will go through the topic, means little bit self study is there, so it will be easy to get the all these concepts. So 4.1 and 4.2 and few questions are there in the previous chapter, you have to do. Next terms we will start 4.3. Thank you.